much as there are complaints regarding what is, in my opinion, an unfortunate presentation of a clause in the new Road Traffic Act, there are still many Jamaicans, and I would dare say the silent majority, those people who form Middle Jamaica, the reasonable ground and conscience of the country, who appreciates and understand what this administration is trying to do in breaking the culture of informality, in re-establishing the rule of law and public order in our country.
Andrew businessman Bruce Bicknell has been freed of the charge of attempting to pervert the course of justice arising from a traffic stop in Kingston in 2012. However, resident magistrate Stephanie Hazley Jackson says Senior Superintendent of Police James Forbes has a case to answer. Senior Superintendent James Forbes has been found guilty of attempting to pervert the course of justice. Forbes, who is to be sentenced on May 15, was convicted for his role in the alleged bribery case involving businessman Bruce Bicknell and parliamentarian Darrell Vaz.
The outcome of the appeal for the matter involving former Superintendent Francis Forbes is one that was well anticipated. Forbes was found guilty of attempting to pervert the course of justice over an incident involving a traffic ticket that was issued to businessman Bruce Bicknell back in 2014. He was accused of interfering in the matter, which saw Member of Parliament Darrell Vaz and Bicknell being charged. However, they were later acquitted.
Sergeant Joubert Llewellyn, since news broke that 3 prominent Jamaicans tried to influence the outcome of a traffic case he was prosecuting. Llewellyn is now at the center of a controversy which involves opposition politician Darrell Vaz, Senior Superintendent of Police James Forbes, and businessman Bruce Bicknell. The case stems from a speeding ticket Llewellyn gave to Bicknell during a traffic stop along the Sir Floresville Glasspole Highway in Kingston on April 9. It's alleged that Bicknell offered Llewellyn $2,000 not to prosecute him for speeding. Prosecutors are alleging that Vaz and Forbes tried to influence Llewellyn to drop the charge. In an exclusive interview, members of the Police Federation sat down with the Gleaner to speak of the case and the support it's offering Llewellyn.
The Sergeant Llewellyn, from our understanding, was carrying out his lawful duty when the matter that is at the center of the discussions took place. The Police Federation supports every single member who carry out their duties in the manner in which the policies of the force and the laws of Jamaica dictates. All we are seeing Sergeant Llewellyn, in fact, was doing that. Also, we want to reassure all our membership that they have the full support of the Jamaica Police Federation whenever they go out there in the field to do their job in a professional, respectful, and of course a manner that is consistent with force policies and of course the laws of Jamaica. Have seen that the manner in which the matter has been aired over the last 48 hours especially has brought much anxiety and has begun to impact psychologically Sergeant Llewellyn and of course his family. We have made contact with the head of the chaplaincy unit, Reverend Bishop Gary Welch, to intervene in this regard.
Of motorists, the public?
Well, when you're around the steering sometime, it kind of gets you a little bit aggressive because the car is an aggressive car. So it make you do things where you don't really think it just happened. So you just go with the flow. But as I said, I'm really don't want me again.
Has it happened before this?
No.
And I won't allow you to ask him things that would incriminate himself. I'd like to take the opportunity to say to members of the public, this is what you do not do on the public roads. In this particular instance, what he did amounts to careless driving because it endangered other members of the public. And every single person that felt that fear is a different count. Now, he came in today and we had a teaching moment, and he has learned from that. And so out of that, we took the opportunity that we would help to shape the narrative, to say to the public, this is what you do not do. We have with us today Justice Ken Shaw from the St. Andrew Magistrate Association, and he's here for one reason, to make sure we put an end to this aspect of the matter, and then my friend and I will start teaching.
Okay.
Justice Shaw.
Yes, Mr. Shaw.
Okay. We recognize your penitence. A little bit of a useful representation took place.
Yes.
And this matter, as far as we are concerned, is now ended, it's now closed.
Yes.
So we move on to the next phase.
Okay.
And the next phase is that you're going to join us in teaching others how to keep the road
Definitely,
safe.
definitely.
Thank you very much. All the best.
Your name
Thanks.
for the record, please?
Dennis.
BMW seized by Melanese for loud explosion. It was impounded on Friday for the loud explosions heard along Riddles Road, and it is now being examined at the Conton Spring Pound area. Same will be prosecuted for breach of the Road Traffic Act, the Noise Abatement Act, as also the Town and Community Act. We're trying to get rid of all of these vehicles off the road, as these vehicles have created a noise nuisance.
Now remember this famous articulate minority comment that entered the political lexicon in 2014?
The ordinary Jamaican is not speaking about it.
Have you looked at Twitter, sir?
Twitter is ordinary Jamaican? Ordinary Jamaican know anything about Twitter?
No, but that's a representation of...
By who? Articulate minority. Politically motivated.